What's going on, guys? Kaz Cray back with another Baltimore State series video. This time the Stallions head back south to take on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Last year, of course, when we played Louisiana Tech, it was a very close game. 17-10, very low scoring. I think it was Baltimore State's lowest scoring game of all last season. This year, Louisiana Tech has a new starting quarterback. It's Jon Randall Belton, who's a redshirt freshman. And he's a very fast, very elusive quarterback. He can throw the ball pretty well. He's more of a runner. So we'll have to look out for that today. And just like any other Conference USA game, we can't take Louisiana Tech lightly. They did give us a game last year, so we're definitely going to have to make sure we secure the bag in this one. Anyways, we're live from Ruston, Louisiana. Game time coming up next. Baltimore State wins the toss, and they elect to kick it off. Aaron Manley to boot this one, and here we go. Jared Kraft going to get this kick return. He's just going to kneel it right away. So after a 1-yard loss to start the game, here's Jon Randall Belton under pressure, and he's hit immediately. Now we have a 3rd and 11. Here's Belton. He's going to throw right side, and he finds Smith. Smith gets under the 45-yard line. A great catch by Alfred Smith on the play. So now we go to 2nd and 10. Here's Belton. He's going to try to run this one, and Foster brings him down. He fumbles it, but Louisiana Tech recovers it. So now a 3rd and 16 for Belton and company. He's back to pass under pressure again. He's just going to dump it off to Woodall, and Woodall gets about 5 yards, not even close to the first down marker. So Louisiana Tech will punt it away. And here comes Lewis Gibson and company for Baltimore State. It's a handoff to Jordan Burrell. Burrell gets stuck behind his fullback, Tracy, again, and loses 2 on the play. Still hasn't scored a touchdown yet. Let's see if that changes in this one. Here's a 2nd and 12. Here's Gibson. He's going to throw right side, and a good catch by Jimmy Blackman on the sideline. Brings up a 1st and 10. Here's the Gibson on the fake. He's going to throw right side again. There's Blackman again for another 1st down. Now 1st and 10, a handoff to Burrell. Burrell stuck behind Tracy again, and this time he gets a yard. That brings up a 2nd and 9. Gibson flipping the play. He's going to hand it off to Jacob Spain now, who's in the backfield, and Spain fights forward for 12 yards and a 1st down. Here's Gibson. He's going to go left side, intercepted by Spencer. And Spencer's going to take this one down to about the 35-yard line, that is. Trey Spencer with a huge play right there for Louisiana Tech. Gibson just makes a big mistake, and Spencer's there to make him pay for it. So now it's a 1st and 10 for Louisiana Tech. Here's Belton. Under pressure, he gets rid of it, finds Smith. Ford's there to corral him after a 7-yard gain. So now it's 2nd and 3. Belton on the option. He cuts it inside, and he's tackled. Gets 7 yards on the play and a 1st down. So Louisiana Tech driving now. Here's Belton. Going to throw it to McKnight, and Cam McKnight gets about 9 yards on the play. That brings up a 2nd and 1. Jared Kraft in motion. Here's Belton. He's going to throw it over the middle to McKnight, and McKnight's able to get into the end zone for a touchdown, as Cole Wynn tries to bring him down, but McKnight able to shed the tackle, and Louisiana Tech takes a 7-0 lead. Baltimore State football at the 36-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacob Spain, and Spain runs into Tracy and goes nowhere. A 3-yard loss on the play. Russell Ferris on the tackle. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Gibson going right side, and incomplete pass. Just couldn't be brought in bounds. So now 3rd and 13. Here's Gibson going over the middle to Johnson, and Aldrin Johnson makes a big play. 26-yard gain in the 1st down. There's a handoff to Spain on 1st and 10. Spain has some space, but couldn't get to the corner. And Jordan Burrell was hurt on the last drive, and an abdominal strain will keep him out the rest of the game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Handoff to Josh Seymour. And Seymour should be getting more carries now with Burrell out of the lineup. Gets a 4-yard gain there. Now a 3rd and 3. Here's Gibson. Goes right side, and he finds Javier Harewood. Harewood gets a 10-yard gain in the 1st down. Now Brian Childs checks in at running back. He's going to get the carry, and he goes nowhere. Just no blocking for him there. A loss of 4. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Tracy moves in motion. Here's the fake to Spain. Gibson going to go right side, and he finds Blackman again. 15-yard gain in the first down. It's just a great catch by Blackman on the play. Now it's a 2nd and 11. Here's the fake. Gibson going to run it himself. Gibson sheds a tackle. He's going to cut inside, and he has himself a touchdown. A 14-yard run on the read option as Gibson just makes a few Louisiana Tech defenders miss. Now it's a 7-7 ball game. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Belton going left side, and he finds Jared Kraft. Kraft gets about 8 yards on the play. That brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's the fake. Belton going to run it himself, and Belton has plenty of space. A few blocks down the field, gets 15 yards in the first down. Louisiana Tech continuing with the no huddle. Here's Belton. He's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. That's Deontay Muhammad. Usually plays in the secondary. He was blitzing on that one. And that'll bring an end to the first quarter. Baltimore State and Louisiana Tech tied at 7. Louisiana Tech starting to drive, though. It's a 2nd and 15. Here's Belton back to pass. And he's going to go deep to Teddy Veal, who's wide open. And Clay's going to run him down at the 6-yard line. Cole Wynn was supposed to be guarding that area, but he was nowhere to be found. Here's a 1st and goal. Hand off to Kraft up the middle, but he goes nowhere. A 2-yard loss on the play. Kevin Hodges with a big play in the backfield. Now a 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff to Boston Scott now. And Boston Scott's going to fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. 8-yard run on the play by the backup running back. Now it's a 14-7 lead. Baltimore State ball as Jacob Spain gets the carry, a 9-yard carry on the play. 2nd and 1, handoff to Spain again. This time Spain runs backwards, trying to avoid the defender. Loses 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Here's Gibson. He rolls to his right to get some more time. He's going to run this one instead. And Gibson tackled. He fumbles the ball, though. Picked up by Mims for Louisiana Tech. And that is the 2nd turnover of the game for Lewis Gibson and this Baltimore State offense. Just decided not to slide, and he paid the price right there. Louisiana Tech has great field position to extend this lead. So the Bulldogs start with the ball at the 44-yard line. Here's Belton. He's going to run this one, and he catches Wynn out of position. Belton gets down to the 25-yard line, a 19-yard run on the play. And a big first down for the Bulldogs. Here's Belton. He's going to run this one again. This time he's brought down by Dwight Patrick. He's slowed down by the Baltimore State defensive lineman. Patrick came in for the kill. So now it's 2nd and 16. Here's Belton. Going to go right side. Incomplete. Just throws this one away. Now it's a 3rd and 16 for the Bulldogs. Here's Belton. Under pressure. He throws it left to McKnight. And Lawrence Albert able to bring him down at about the 20-yard line. And Louisiana Tech will be forced to kick a field goal. So a 17-7 game now. Here's Gibson over the middle to Johnson. And Johnson gets about 9 yards on 2nd and 10. Now here's a 3rd and 1. Gibson just going to hand it off to Tracy up the middle. And Tracy gets about 4 yards on the play in the first down. So now that brings up a 2nd and 9. Here's a pitch to Spain. And Spain can't get to the corner, but gets about 4 yards on the play before he's caught from behind. Now a 3rd and 5. Gibson going to scramble, and this time he slides. But this is going to be a clipping call on Baltimore State. And Jimmy Blackman on the clip. So now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Stallions. Here's Gibson. He's going to scramble right. This time he's going to throw it, and he finds Jimmy Blackman down the field. And Blackman brought down at the 30-yard line after a 44-yard gain. So now 1st and 10. Spain in motion. Here's the fake. Gibson and Spain going to run the option, and Spain has nowhere to go on the pitch. Loses 3 on the play. So now 2nd and 13. Here's Gibson on the fake. He's going to scramble left. He has plenty of time to run or throw, and he decides to run and just slides after 6 yards. Now 3rd and 7. Here's Gibson back to pass. Under pressure, he's going to throw it to Blackman, but it's broken up. And Baltimore State will go for it as their field goal kicker can't make a kick from here. So they'll attempt it. Here's Gibson going right side. And Jadarius Duncan just drops it. And that'll be a turnover on downs after Duncan just flat out drops an easy first down. So a minute 30 to go for Louisiana Tech. Here's Belton going to run it up the middle, and he's brought down from behind after a 5-yard gain. Louisiana Tech takes the timeout. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Belton going to go deep. And Alfred Smith makes another big catch for Louisiana Tech. So now it's another first down. Here's Belton going to go left side this time. And Bonnet makes a catch by the sidelines. Another big first down. Now 26. Here's Belton under pressure. And he throws over the middle. Incomplete. Lawrence Albert came with the pressure this time. Now 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff to Kraft up the middle. And Kraft able to fight forward for about a 12-yard gain. Sorry about the pause right there. Timeout by Louisiana Tech. Another first down. Here's Belton. He's going to go right side and just overthrows his man. That brings up a 2nd and 10. Here's Kraft in motion. Belton back to pass again over the middle to Veal. And Veal with 6 yards on the play. Now 3rd and 4. Belton going to go over the middle, and Kraft can't hold on to it. A big hit on the play by Kegler. So Louisiana Tech will settle for a field goal. Baltimore State with 37 seconds to get down the field. Here's Gibson to Spain. Spain gets a 16-yard gain in the first down. Baltimore State not going to use their timeouts yet. Here's Gibson. Going to throw it deep, and it's picked off by Cooper. It's the 3rd turnover of the game for Gibson in the first half. And he's got to be kicking himself. He was looking for Spain, just kind of underthrew it. And now Louisiana Tech has the chance to extend this to a 3-possession lead, possibly. Here's Belton under pressure, and he's sacked. It's 3 men around him right there, and Louisiana Tech will go into the half after that one, up 20-7. Still a very good half for Louisiana Tech, because Baltimore State just making a lot of mistakes. 3 first-half turnovers for Lewis Gibson in this one, as Louisiana Tech has a 20-7 lead. And this defense is not doing a very good job of keeping Jon Randall Belton under control. So he's had a really good first half as well. So Baltimore State now has the ball. It's a 2nd and 5 to start the 3rd quarter. Here's the fake. Gibson going to run this one. Doesn't go very far. Actually stopped for no gain, as a matter of fact. Now a 3rd and 5. Here's Gibson on the fake to Spain. He's going to scramble it. And he's going to get a first down and more. Probably should have slid after the fumbling it earlier. And Gibson's actually hurt. So he's going to exit the game, at least temporarily. And here's Franklin Jones, who's gotten a lot more work than you would expect him to for a sophomore behind a senior quarterback. It's incomplete right there. Gibson just has an abdominal strain, a similar injury to what Jordan Burrell has, but Gibson should be back. Here's Spain on the carry up the middle. Only a yard on the play. Gibson returns. Now it's a 3rd and 9. He's back to pass. He's going to scramble, and he's not going to go very far. He gets about 2 yards on the play. Baltimore State will punt it away to Louisiana Tech. And the Bulldogs start with the ball at the 15-yard line. Here's Kraft in motion. See if they run over here. They're going to throw it over the middle. There's Grimes with the catch, and Grimes gets 18 yards on the first down. They're looking to possibly throw a screen pass to Kraft, and they might be doing the same thing right here. Here's Belton, and he's going to throw it deep to McKnight. They keep faking the screen and just running it deep. McKnight on the catch right there. So now it's a 1st and 10. Here's Belton over the middle to Smith, and Smith breaks a few tackles. Alfred Smith gets down to about the 22-yard line, 21 or 22. Now it's a 1st and 10. Here's Belton under pressure. He throws this one, and it's nearly intercepted by Isaiah Kegler. That brings up a 2nd and 10 now. Kraft in motion. Here's Belton. He's going to run this one, and he's brought down before he crosses the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss on the play as Kevin Hodges gets the sack there. Now a 3rd and 13. Here's Belton running the screen, and Hodges blows this one up. So Kevin Hodges with 2 stops in a row, and Louisiana Tech will kick another field goal. We're up 23-7 with 5 minutes to go. Here's the kickoff. Jacob Spain to return this one, and Spain cuts it left, and that's his favorite side to run to, and this is the very reason why. He's going to take this all the way back for a touchdown. And if Baltimore State can get the 2-point conversion, this will be a 1-possession game after Spain comes in clutch for the Stallions yet again, as he has so many other times over the past 2 years. Here's Gibson. They're going for 2. They're going to throw it over the middle to Johnson, and Johnson with the catch. And it's a 23-15 ball game now. So Louisiana Tech gets the ball back with 4:51 to go in the third. Here's Belton, back to pass. He's going to go left side to Woodall, and a huge hit by Lawrence Albert after a 6-yard gain. Now 3rd and 4. Here's the option. Belton going to pitch it out, and Colleague makes a big play in the backfield. Kraft loses 6 yards on the pitch, and Baltimore State will get the ball back. Here's the handoff to Spain, and Spain, after the kickoff return for a touchdown, he's trying to get a big run as well. He's pushed out at about the 25-yard line. Now it's a 1st and 10. Here's the fake to Spain. Gibson going to go right side, and it's intercepted again. That's Ephraim Kitchen on the interception. And Lewis Gibson with his 4th turnover of the game. It's a very bad game for him so far, as he has cost Baltimore State a lot of points in this one. That's a 2nd and 10 for Louisiana Tech. Here's Veal. He's going to be brought down after a 3-yard gain. Probably could have been picked off, but a 3rd and 7 instead, as here's a dump off to Bonnet, and Bonnet gets to about the 26-yard line after a 12-yard gain. A 1st down for Louisiana Tech. Here's Belton, back to pass. He's going to go right side to Bonnet, and he catches Subtle out of position. Another 1st down for Louisiana Tech. Now we go to 2nd and 10. Here's Belton. Going to go right side to McKnight, and Kegler can't bring him down. Albert with a huge hit at the 41. 1st down regardless for Louisiana Tech. Here's Belton. He's under pressure, and Kegler's going to bring him down for a 4-yard loss. It's a 2nd sack of the game for Kegler. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 14. Here's Belton. He's going to try to run this one, and he gets past the line, and he's brought down, but he spins his way into a 1st down. My bad about the voice crack. It's the 1st and 10 for Louisiana Tech. Here's Belton over the middle to McKnight, and McKnight breaks a tackle, and he has himself a touchdown. Baltimore State just breaks down on that one. McKnight with a 29-yard touchdown reception. 2nd of the game for him. Now it's a 30-15 lead. Here's a handoff to Seymour. Seymour cuts outside, and he gets about 8 on the play. Probably could have been more. Now it's a 2nd and 2. Childs up the middle, but he goes nowhere. Now 3rd and 2. Here's Gibson. Going to go to the middle to Johnson. Johnson makes a big catch and a 1st down. So here's Gibson back to pass. And he's going to scramble it right. Has some space. He's going to run this one. Gets a 1st down. A 13-yard gain in the play. And just a minute to go for Baltimore State in the 3rd quarter. Here's the fake to Spain. Gibson going to throw this one deep. And he has Johnson. Johnson not very fast, though. He's going to get brought down at about the 8-yard line. But a big play nonetheless for the Baltimore State offense. Here's the 1st and goal. A handoff to Seymour. Seymour gets a block, and he has himself a touchdown. An 8-yard run on the play. And Baltimore State will probably go for 2 here. That's what I'm thinking. And yes, they will. Trying to make this a 7-point game. Here's Gibson. Throws it to Duncan, and it doesn't show here, but they did get the 2-point conversion. A 30-23 lead for Louisiana Tech now. Here's Boston Scott on the return. And Scott has some space. And he's going to get brought down at about the 46-yard line. A great return for Boston Scott. And Louisiana Tech has very good field position here. And Clay can't get the interception on the screen pass. Vale breaks 2 tackles, 3 now. And he's pushed out at the 28-yard line. A big play by Teddy Vale. As Louisiana Tech has a 30-23 lead heading into the 4th quarter. So Louisiana Tech trying to extend their lead here. Up 30-23. Here's the throw, and Bonnet makes the catch. A 5-yard gain in the play. Now a 3rd and 4. Here's Belton. Over the middle to Vale, and Vale with a big catch. Gets him inside the 10. And Belton just having an amazing game right now. Here's Belton under pressure. Goes left side to McKnight, and McKnight makes the catch. Now it's a 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle to Kraft, and Kraft is stood up by Matthew Hudson. A 3-yard loss on the play. So finally a good play for Baltimore State in this drive. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Belton under pressure. He's going to throw over the middle to Scott, and Scott is brought down for a 1-yard gain. And Louisiana Tech will kick a field goal. They'll go up by 10 now. Still a 2-possession game for him nonetheless. Here's Gibson under pressure. He's hit as he throws. Incomplete. Tried to scramble, but he had nowhere to go. So now 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson. Under pressure, throws it right side to Harewood, and Harewood with a big catch at the 49-yard line. 22-yard reception. Harewood's been really quiet in this one. So now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Seymour. And Seymour going to get all the way to about the 42-yard line, a 9-yard gain on the play. Now 2nd and 1. Duncan in motion for Baltimore State. Here's the handoff to Duncan, and he goes nowhere. A 3-yard loss on the play as Roland Dunn just blows him up in the backfield. Now 3rd and 4. Here's Gibson under pressure, and he's sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play, and Baltimore State will be forced to go for it, actually. They're not going to punt it after all. Here's Gibson on 4th and 13. He's in a scramble. Has to find somebody. He throws it, and it's tipped away by Cedric Cooper. And Baltimore State will turn the ball over on downs. Jimmy Blackman could have caught that one, but Cooper with a great play. As Louisiana Tech tries to close this game out. It's the 2nd and 4. Here's Belton. He's going to break a tackle, and he gets to about the 38-yard line. A 7-yard run on the play. So now it's a 2nd and 10. Here's Belton. He's going to scramble it again, and this time he gets another first down. 11 yards on this one. Deontay Muhammad put a lick on him, though. All right, here's a 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard gain. Looking at the play now. Here's Belton going to throw the screen, and he's intercepted by Taquan Clay. And Clay is able to break free, and he's gone. Nobody's going to catch him on Louisiana Tech's offense. And Clay has himself a pick 6. And that couldn't have come at a better time for Baltimore State. They're down 10. Louisiana Tech thinking about maybe extending this lead to a 3-possession game. But Clay shuts that down, gets the pick 6. And Baltimore State's just a defensive stop away from having a chance to tie or take the lead. 3:29 to go. Here's Belton under pressure. And he's going to scramble. Sands brings him down from behind, and he's finally finished off by Kegler. That's his 2nd sack of the game. I thought he had one earlier. He had one earlier, but I thought he had 2 earlier, but oh well. Now 2nd and 11, the screen pass to Kraft, and Nick Wentworth shuts it down. A 1-yard loss on the play. Now 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to go. Baltimore State hasn't used any timeouts yet. Here's Belton under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for another sack. That's 3 plays of lost yardage. That's Dwight Patrick on the sack. So now Baltimore State gets the ball in great field position. 1:37 to go. Here's the throw to Duncan. Duncan gets 8 yards on the play. Baltimore State hurries back to the line, going no huddle. Here's Gibson. Going to go left side to Harewood. Harewood catches it over the middle. 7-yard gain. More no huddle for the Stallions. Here's Gibson scrambling right. And he's going to run this one. He better slide. No, he's going to get out of bounds, actually. He gets to the 14-yard line. So Baltimore State at least in position to kick a field goal. Phil Hayden has limited range, but he can make it from here. Here's the handoff to Seymour. Seymour gets about 7 yards on the play. Baltimore State just trying to run the clock down. Handoff up the middle to Seymour again. And now a penalty on Louisiana Tech.
Personal foul. Face mask.
It'll be a face mask call. So Baltimore State will essentially get the ball at the 1-yard line now. So here's the 1st and goal. A handoff up the middle to Seymour, and Seymour punches it in. A touchdown for Baltimore State. But I can't help but think that maybe they left a little too much time on the clock for Louisiana Tech. 31 seconds to go. And they're going to kick it off deep to Boston Scott. Here's Scott, who's had a pretty good return so far in this game. And he has another one here. And he's brought down by his face mask at the 29. So they'll get the ball at the 44-yard line now.
Defense.
And Jadarius Duncan, the culprit right there. So now Louisiana Tech has 26 seconds and all 3 timeouts to go. Here's Belton. He's going to run this one. Kegler able to bring him down before he gets out of bounds. A timeout. So 21 seconds to go. 2nd and 6. Here's Belton. And this time he's not going to be brought down. He's fighting for yards. Gets out of bounds. 15 seconds to go now. And they have very good field position. Here's Belton. He's going to run this one again. No, he's sacked this time. Another timeout by Louisiana Tech. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Belton. Under pressure. Foster can't bring him down. Neither can Kegler. And here's a big run with 3 seconds to go, too. He's brought out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. And Baltimore State going to call a timeout before the last play of the game. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Here's Belton. Back to pass. He's going to go left side. And a touchdown by Cam McKnight. You have to be kidding me. Baltimore State just blows coverage right there. McKnight breaks free and makes a great catch in the corner of the end zone. Baltimore State can still block the extra point, but no, they don't. And Louisiana Tech shocks Baltimore State 40-37 on the last play of the game. And Baltimore State suffers their first loss of the season. Louisiana Tech actually gets their first win of the season here. And this was just a really bad game for Baltimore State. They really didn't even deserve to win anyways. I mean, they turned the ball over 4 times in the first 3 quarters. But they were able to come back, take the lead with about 31 seconds to go. But again, I feel like they scored way too quickly. And this is kind of a cautionary tale. It's like, you got to make sure that you don't leave any time for the opposing offense to come back and score. Even 31 seconds is just way too much for an offense like this. As Jon Randall Belton had an amazing game in this one, driving Louisiana Tech back with about 31 seconds to go. Although he did get a lot of help from Jadarius Duncan face masking Boston Scott in the kick return. That really put him in great field position. And then the defense just broke down on that last play. I mean, I guess running a prevent in the end zone wasn't the smartest option. Maybe he should have ran man or something like that. But at any rate, Lewis Gibson throws 3 interceptions in this game. Also fumbled the ball once. And the run game looked pretty decent with Seymour and Spain splitting the carries with Burrell out of the lineup. Hopefully those guys will get more carries later on in the season. And of course, 9 sacks as a team in this one. All 3 linebackers had 2 sacks. Hodges had 2 sacks as well. And Jacob Spain, of course, had a kick return for a touchdown in this one. But Jon Randall Belton, player of the game in this one, had an amazing game. Cam McKnight definitely helped him out there as well. But the offensive line played terribly for them. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, and whenever you're watching this. I'm out of here. Deuces.